We're going hands-on with the MING 37.02 Minimalist, a pure expression of the brand, not just in terms of design, but also philosophy. Now, in full transparency, Collective is an authorized retailer of Ming watches. You can find the Minimalist along with a wide range of watches from other independent brands, like this, and this, and this, at collectivehorology.com. Released in late 2024, the Minimalist is meant to be Ming's most accessible watch, not just in terms of price, but really in terms of availability. For a brand synonymous with limited production, the Minimalist, for its part, is meant to be regularly available, making it something of a flagship watch. But it also plays the role of a flagship by incorporating all of the qualities for which the brand is known. Its singular case shape, inventive use of materials, and above all else, thoughtful design. Let's start with some key specs and measurements. The Minimalist is a time-only watch delivered in 316L stainless steel. It's got a 38mm diameter, 11mm height, a 44.5mm lug-to-lug, and a 20mm lug width. Speaking of that lug width, the watch ships with a black quick-change rubber strap. Ming offers their rubber straps in a variety of colors, all of them suited to the Minimalist. And of course, the watch is also compatible with Ming's signature universal bracelet, which itself is also quick change. Powering the watch is the Sellita SW300.M1, which is produced specifically for Ming. It's got skeletonized, anthracite-finished bridges and rotor. It beats away at 4 Hz and delivers a 50-hour power reserve. What makes this watch most interesting to us is the time-telling layout, starting with the hour scale, which uses thoughtful line art to distinguish between hours. Close inspection reveals there's no particular pattern to the design, and that's intentional. Ming tried a variety of layouts, ultimately arriving at the design that was most legible. Now, these lines are in fact laser cut into the dial, which is made of sapphire and filled with Ming's proprietary white emission lume. Now, white emittance lume is very rare, and that's because it's hard to achieve. In fact, most so-called white lume is actually glowing a light shade of green. And for its part, Ming insisted on true white emittance lume, which they've finally achieved here and introduced with the Minimalist. For contrast and greater legibility, the handset is filled with blue emission Superluminova X1, and finally the sapphire crystal receives 5 layers of anti-reflective coating on both sides to further enhance the contrast and legibility of time-telling. A final note on the dial and its appearance. While black sapphire might sound straightforward, there's more than meets the eye. The back of the dial is metallized, which gives it a chameleon-like appearance depending on the light and angle. It shifts between deep black and reflective. This dynamism adds to the satisfaction of owning the watch over the long term. And that's the thing about this watch. Yes, it's accessible and minimalist in its design, but don't let that fool you. It's a very satisfying watch. There are just so many thoughtful details which serve the watch and its design. While many watch brands, both mainstream and independent, have relentlessly pushed upmarket in the last few years, Ming is doing something very different here. We'd argue that the Minimalist is every bit as thoughtful and uncompromising as any other watch in the brand's portfolio, and that is exactly what makes it a flagship product. The MING 37.02 Minimalist is available at collectivehorology.com. Get in touch or comment below with your thoughts and questions, and while you're at it, subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on all things independent watches. Thanks for watching.